What is your name and where do you come from?
My name is Isabel Milroy and I'm from Newton Stewart and Dumfries and Galloway.
I'm Andy and I'm from Edinburgh.
My name is Leslie and I'm from Dumfries and Galloway Council.
My name is Stephen Hodgson and I've come from Dumfries and Galloway.
Keith Etherington from Glasgow.
My name's Maggie and I've come from Edinburgh. I work for an organisation called Cargom Scotland.
I'm Ian Cuthbertson from Quarriers and I live in Paisley.
My name's Alistair Welsh. I come from Falkirk, but I work with Quarriers, based at our head office at Quarriers Village in Bridge of Weir.
Hiya, I'm Lauren and I'm originally from Stranraer but I stay in Paisley.
David Watson, Neighbourhood Networks.
Why have you come here today?
It's the last part of the 8-day In Control leadership course. And I'm here with my daughter who is a service user, and we have really enjoyed the course and have learnt a lot from being here.
I'm helping run the In Control leadership programme. I've been doing that for a few years now.
I've come here today to take part in Control leadership and management training programme.
This is the last session in a series of events that have taken place over the winter, and I came here to learn more about self-directed support and personalised services.
Why have I come here today? To join in with everybody else who's here. To make sure everybody, to see that everybody got something out of it, to make sure the rooms work, to make sure that the program worked. Just to get involved with it. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I've come here today because this is the last 2 days of the Leadership and Change course that In Control have been running, and it's part of my role to lead our strategy on self-directed support, so I was the person that got to come along to the 8 days.
It's the final part of the programme that I've been involved in since last November, of an 8-day programme learning about In Control and how it works and how we implement it.
I've come here today because it's the last in the series of 4 leadership events for the In Control leadership programme. Absolutely keen to complete the whole process.
I'm actually supporting a gentleman, Alan. We were with Partners for Inclusion, so he was invited along, so I'm just sort of here to support him and also find out more about In Control and bring it back to the team.
To sort of better my experience of In Control and to sort of gather the information to take back so that I can sort of take more of a lead in making some changes myself, both on a personal level and through the organisation.
If you could only take one message to the wider world, what would that message be?
It would be for social workers and team managers to feel encouraged to go ahead with In Control and personalisation, because we have experienced personalisation, and it's been a real breakthrough for my daughter in terms of her living the life that she wants to lead, but it's been very beneficial from coming here because you can see the point of view from the things that are complicated for team leaders and managers that are in control of things to work out. But it would just be to encourage them to go ahead because it does make such a difference to people's lives and putting them in control. It's wonderful for people to feel in control of their own lives.
I think the message would be it's time for a change. We've had the same basic way of providing services for about 100 years, and that's meant that a lot of the decision making is in the hand of professional people, and this is a great opportunity to use modern technology and smarter systems in order to help shift the balance so that people who use services and families are in control?
I think my message would be just go out, do it, think positive. Because it needs to be a very positive message we're getting out to people that this can work. It just takes a wee bit of thinking about, putting it into practice.
The one message for me is very clear, is that people themselves know what we want and know what we need, and they should be the first people that we listen to when we examine what we think we want and what we think we need.
Would be something like just do something, right? But that's not really a good way of putting it, but it is something like that. It's like if you do anything, do something like that. It's a message saying don't sit there and think about doing things forever, but take some small steps to making a difference. That's the message I would put across, and that there's lots of other people out there wanting to do the same sorts of things. So find some good allies, and then take some small steps. So that's what I would say. And if I could say more, I would probably say work with hope. So keep hopeful, because that's the way that things are going to happen as well. You need that belief. You need that belief as well that change is possible.
I think the message I would take was that self-directed support is a really good idea, as long as you understand it just doesn't mean one thing. That it means lots of different things, and it is about choice and control, so it's not one thing forced on everybody.
Probably that we really do need to change how we do things. We can't continue to be doing to people. We need to do even more with people.
One message. Well, that's a challenge. There's so many. I think the one that's been reinforced for me today would be the message about stopping doing what we're doing just now and have been doing for years, and doing it completely differently.
I think is to give it a chance and to learn more about it, because I think some people, like the woman was saying earlier, that if you give these people the chance to, they might change from, we're with partners, so if we were to give Alan in control, he may choose not to be with partners, he may choose to have totally different workers, and this is a bit scary to people, but I think just giving it a chance, because there's lots of different ways of using this in control, money wise.
I think the message that I've been thinking certainly over the last 2 days is that in control should really be somebody's legal right, rather than this fight that we have to have with every individual, with every service, with every local authority. That actually people should be seen to have the legal right to have the control over their support, their expenditure, their life, the flexibility. So I think government needs to do something to change legislation to make that the legal right.
Is there anything else you would like to tell me?
Just that it has been a wonderful experience, and that coming here we have met lots of people, made lots of lovely new friends, and learnt about organisations that we didn't know existed before being at this event. So it has been extremely beneficial to network with these people and to get to know people, and it will be really useful in the future to have these contacts.
I think there's a huge amount of common sense in the In Control model and in the 7 steps, and at the moment lots of places around the country and around the world are trying to reinvent what In Control's already developed. So I suppose one message for me I think is really important is that there are some great examples of people who've basically followed the 7 steps and are already showing fantastic results, and I would hope people would pay attention to those and find out about the research.
I've really enjoyed this experience. The training's been excellent. It's been a really good mix of individuals, carers, local authority and provider organisations. It's worked well.
Oh, there's so many, but I would think that one thing I would say was that I've always wanted to be in a job where I'm surprised by what's new and what's innovative. And this whole winter with these events and these activities have really fulfilled that wish in me, and I have to thank In Control Scotland for giving me the opportunity to learn so much, and I hope to be able to work with them more closely in the future.
This is the end of something, and in some ways that's a big relief, yeah, because it feels like it's been quite a big undertaking, but also there's some sadness in that. So, but I think that what's been really good is the way that people, for me, what's been really good is the way that people work together over the 8 days through some ups and downs, but to get to where we are now. So
just that I've enjoyed the course, even though I haven't managed to get to all the days of it, and I'm hoping that next year the organisation will send someone else on it, so that there's other people who've experienced the 8 days, because it's a really good place to meet people, hear stories, and think about the challenges out there.
I think more people need to get on board. I have a colleague who talks about not just joined up services but joined up thinking, and we do need to do that, from big government to local government to large organisations to medium-sized to small organisations. Need to be working with people, with their families, and with local communities. That's possibly one of the links that we've missed. We talk about getting people into their communities, and it's more about getting the communities to see the assets that people who have traditionally used services have, and the contributions they can make to their community.
I think the things in relation to the last question, one message you would take away, doing things completely differently. I think we could do things completely differently by really just listening to and responding to the needs of the individuals and families who are rightly now going to hold control, really in the power and direction of how social care services are going to look in the future, and make sure that we respond to that.
No, it's kind of near to the end of the days and things. It's been really good. I've enjoyed myself. Doesn't even feel like work.
The food's been lovely. My bed was as lumpy as a camel with hemorrhoids. I never slept a wink last night, but it's been a really good 2 days. There's been some really good, interesting stories. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much.